At the point when I was locked away at a spot that I didn't have a place since I'm not a junkie I was dependent on, and I quit all alone. It took. What's more, let's get straight to the point. They exploited her also. Like in the express that she was in. You know, truth be told, I consider a period to be a weight. I can hardly hold on until it's blabber-mouthy. Murmurs have been twirling around Wendy Williams, particularly after some agitating news broke that she's nearly becoming bankrupt. The buzz has it that a tussle with Wells Fargo Bank has left her desperate. It finished on account of the carelessness of her creation organization with respect to acknowledging how extreme her well-being was. High one. Also, welcome back to Secret Life Channel and Honey. Fans aren't simply sitting with popcorn. They're vocal about it, comparing Wendy's experience to the monetary wreck Brittany Lance's wound up in during her conservatorship stage. Whether you're group Wendy or not, it's difficult to disregard that in the event that this can happen to a VIP of her type, we could be in every way expected targets. It's unfurling in that general area on the newspaper front pages. Wendy Williams is requesting admittance to her assets in the midst of her continuous fight in court with Wells Fargo Bank, which she says froze her records for a long time. Show alert. A similar adjudicator managing Wendy's sensational split with her ex-lover, Kevin Hunter, let the cat out of the bag about Wendy's decreasing assets. Wendy's bank balance is probably down to a stunning 0. This sensation disclosure comes closely following Wendy's objection against Wells Fargo and her ex-business overseer, claiming they collaborated to snag her into a monetary conservatorship. Fans are excited, contemplating whether a stalwart like Wendy can succumb who's protected. Furthermore, when I started posing inquiries about my cash, abruptly, Lori Schiller has no reaction with respect to my cash. Rewind a piece. All a little more than a year prior, the bank pulled a definitive influence move by freezing Wendy's fortunes, naming her as somebody excessively powerless against deal with her cash. Regardless of Wendy's savage endeavors to announce herself very much adequate, the bank stayed unwavering. So the million-dollar question is, would we say we are checking out at an occasion of monetary injustice? Could Wendy at any point recover her fortune or the financial fat cats distant? I need my cash. This is somewhat absurd. Furthermore, Wells Fargo has no inquiries and replies with in regards to my cash. Hold up. How about we dish on a few additional stunning subtleties? Wells Fargo didn't simply endeavor, yet they effectively got the reins to Wendy's funds by painting her as deranged. On the off chance that that isn't stunning, all of us are left pondering, are other bank clients likewise in danger? Things continue to go downhill for Wendy as insiders murmur that her wealth have dissipated. Our sovereign even implied that her satchel presently holds a measly $2, and in spite of the pitiful sum, she couldn't in fact get her hands on that as a result of Wells Fargo's hold the show. Be that as it may, we should spill some tea for a superior comprehension of the origin story. Our carefully prepared tattle supporters would review Wendy's battles with substance use and a heap of well-being panics throughout the long term. Recall that heart-halting second in October 2017 when she drooped on her own show. Our most memorable stroke? The grapevine hummed with gossipy tidbits about a stroke. In any case, Wendy, ever the diva, later justed it off to lack of hydration because of her cozy Halloween outfit, shouting, "I overheated and dropped." Yet, I'm a winner and I'm back. Furthermore, who could fail to remember the mental episode? In February 2018, Wendy imparted her fight to grave sickness, a precarious condition with a scope of side effects that can get deadly whenever overlooked. Following her horrid well-being hardships, Wendy Williams needed to confront another close-to-home blow. Turns out her once-given spouse, Kevin Hunter, had been having a secretive, illicit relationship with his companion, Karina. Furthermore, this mystery rendezvous had been happening for an incredible decade. Goodness, it was this very issue that noticeable the finish of their conjugal excursion in October 2020. Furthermore, however, I'm still enamored. I don't have the foggiest idea what to do. Would you say you are not kidding with this? This is truly going Yet, get this. In 2019, Wendy's genuine admission came as a stunner when she let the cat out of the bag about her stretch in a level-headed living office. Hang tight for it, however, on the grounds that the show doesn't stop there. Wendy later discovered that Kevin was improperly piping her well-deserved cash into Karina's business dreams, and clutch your seats. He even skilled Karina a rich cushion directly nearby Wendy's rambling New Jersey chateau. As would be natural for Wendy, this retrogressive Barbie. You know, he was deceiving off cash. She's in the front seat of my Rolls-Royce, Ferrari. Furthermore, outrageously. Furthermore, I read about it in the sites and tabloids. The location of this spot that he had bought to impart to this woodlands 9 miles from my home in Livingston, and get what's more, goodness kid, did Kevin have the nerve post-recovery. He took to Instagram Live gladly guarding his woman love Karina. As though that wasn't sufficient, he strongly credited her and not Wendy for the thundering outcome of the Wendy Williams show, announcing, I was unable to do it without the generous assistance of my sovereign. I understood that I needed to swing the sword for my entire family since there are many individuals that are attempting to take advantage of what I have worked alongside my loved ones. What's more, when the television show Sovereign was valiantly engaging her evil spirits and wrestling with a tragic separation, misfortune struck her profession. Her adored television show, the very stage that brought her praise, was taken over by Sherry Shepherd. Indeed, you got it. This move cut Wendy's great $10 million yearly check. Nonetheless, Wendy's soul stayed unstoppable. Those in the loop are very much aware that she would have made a striking rebound since adoration her, or disdain her fanbase areas of strength fairest, is steadfast. In a sincere disclosure, Wendy referenced she had set the ball moving on new undertakings subsequent to said goodbye to recovery. In any case, destiny had different plans. Similarly, as she was getting the pieces, Wells Fargo dove in, impeding everything she might do as she was attempting to financially recover. The bank icily froze every one of her resources, painting her as somebody unfit to deal with her funds. They even went similarly as encouraging the New York High Court to relegate a gatekeeper to look after Wendy's monetary issues. Exciting bends in the road followed. Wendy put the focus on Lori Schiller, her ex-monetary counselor, blaming her for illegitimately depicting her as ill-suited to Wells Fargo. The situation starts to get interesting, as Wendy's lawyer claimed that Lori's activities were driven by retribution, a reprisal to Wendy letting her go because of amateurish direct. Lori didn't stop at distorting what is going on. She likewise attempted to guarantee Wendy had no admittance to her own monetary records or resources in a public standoff.